Hey there, Eric with you. Thanks so much for joining me. I wanted to speak to you today regarding introducing healthy foods to your children. Of course, we all want our children to eat healthy, especially these days. There's so much going on with children's health, and a lot of it is due to the poor diet that many kids are eating. So, we really want to start making changes. However, it can be difficult. Kids can be very stubborn when we start to introduce foods, especially if they've been used to eating a certain type of foods high in sugar, and now we're starting to break them of that. It can be very difficult for them to accept it. And so I wrote down some strategies you can try when you're introducing healthy foods to your children. Um, First off, we do not want to increase the stress of the situation. So trying to force your child to eat a particular type of food you've made is not going to work. It's probably going to make things worse. Actually, they'll start to learn that they'll start to have a bad relationship with food, which can cause problems later down the road. So we do not want to force them. We do not want to make it a stressful situation. Of course, we know when we're stressed, the last thing we want to do is maybe listen to somebody else. We want to first kind of get control of ourselves, and then we may be more apt. But causing a stressful situation is going to backfire on you. So low stress is the first rule. Secondly, the environment. Sometimes just by changing the setting, your environment can kind of make kids feel at ease, or make them even want to try something different, since they are in a different type of setting. So, maybe a picnic, you can go to the park when you're introducing a new food, something novel to the child, where again, it'll put them in a situation where they're not used to, and then introducing a different type of food, you may have more luck in a different type of environment. So go to the park. I'm in Florida, so we have swimming pools. We can set up a table by the swimming pool. Anything you can think of, be creative, but changing the environment when you're introducing a new food can be very beneficial. We also have, I put number 3, secondary. And what I mean by that is the new dish or the new food you're introducing, don't make it the primary meal for that. If it's dinner, don't make it the primary food for that meal. So make it kind of secondary, or maybe something to the side where you can add on to the table. But don't make it the primary source of food for that meal, because that can lead to increased stress where the child feels that's all there is to eat. So making it kind of introducing it indirectly, you may have much better luck. Also, number 4, I put music. Even anything to get the child to relax, to not put all the pressure on eating the food. So maybe play some music in the background that they enjoy. This may make them again more open to trying something new. Even you can change the scenery around, or light some candles. Anything again that's going to be something different for the child. Maybe they'll feel that it's a special occasion and they're having a new special type of food they can try. So music or candles, or again, be creative. Anything you can do to change the situation a little bit can be very helpful. And we also have number 5, involve them. This is, I think, a really good way to go. When you're making the new dish, when you're preparing the new food, have them come in the kitchen and assist you. If you're stirring or using the beaters or just adding ingredients, anything like that. Because if you involve them, they feel more committed to that food, and that will again pay off when you introduce it to them later, and they know they've taken part in preparing that food. They will be much more apt to trying it. So get them involved in the kitchen. And then we have number 6, dress it up. So kids even adults are, we all look at something first. Does it look appealing? So, maybe if you put a dish of broccoli in front of your child, it may not look too appealing to them. So dress it up, maybe melt some cheese on it. If you can find a healthy type of sauce, you can put on the side, something they've enjoyed in the past. But try to make it look aesthetically pleasing with, again, adding something else to it that will, again, make the child more apt to eating that food if it looks a little bit better. So dress it up. We have number 7, I put shopping. Even if you're going you're grocery shopping and you have your children with you, tell them you're going to make this new type of food, this new dish, and have them help you in the grocery store finding the different ingredients for it. And again, that's just kind of having them commit to helping you with this food, and that will pay off in the long run when you want them to eat it. So going shopping, get them involved with shopping for the food. I put number 8, try again. If you introduce it and you're following these steps and they still don't eat it, again, we don't want to increase pressure, so don't force them to eat it, but maybe a week later, try to introduce the food again. And after, maybe 2 or 3 times, they'll see it, they'll be more familiar with it, and you may have better luck with them trying it at that point. So multiple times you can try to introduce the food. You can change it around like we discussed earlier with some of these other options. And then number 9, even educate. Children are so curious, and sometimes if you just explain to them why you want them to eat this food, all the different benefits, if they're younger, tell them, it's going to make them stronger, give them bigger muscles. If they're involved in different activities, tell them how it will help their activities. It will help them thinking in school. They can get better grades. Anything like that. Just, tell them, explain to them why you want them to eat this food and how beneficial it can be for them. That's very helpful. And then number 10, I have let them choose also. Maybe, get a couple, maybe 3 or 4 different meals, healthy meals that you want to introduce, maybe a picture of each with some of the ingredients underneath, and let your child or children choose which one they would like to try. And again, they're all healthy choices, but having them choose again just starts to let them be more in control, gives them some commitment to that food, and that will also help when you want them to eat it, having them choose the meal themselves. So those are my top 10 strategies that you can employ that when you are introducing healthy foods to your children. I hope that gives you some good ideas. Again, just be creative with it. No stress. Be creative. Make it fun. Make it enjoyable. Educate. Those can help so much, and again can lead to much healthier eating, not only then, but in the future. You're teaching them something invaluable. So try those, and I wish you luck. If you could like this video, I really appreciate it. Just trying to get the word out to more and more parents about trying to help their children with the health and wellness. And also, if you could subscribe, I'd love to have you with me also. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos like that, just to do anything that I can to help children these days. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.